Good morning, friends. Another beautiful morning, another walk and talk. These are gonna start being a little bit shorter. They've been going anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. I would love to cut it down to maybe under 10 minutes. My walks have turned into jogs. I obviously can't record while I'm jogging, but I want to provide you with more value in less time. So let's jump right into it. We are in the summer months. People are going to be traveling. We got vacations, maybe business trips, whatever the case may be. People are going to be staying in hotels. So hotel security becomes a big issue. There have been a few people who have been taking classes. I'm not going to name names. I don't want them to feel awkward that somebody's covering them because of something that happened to them. But a group of guys went and took some firearms classes, and they were staying at hotels. It was a multi-day class. So it wasn't like a one and done, 1 day class. I think it was maybe like a 3-day class. At any rate, they were cased. People were watching them going in and out of the hotel with their Pelican cases, and clearly you know what's in big cases that look like rifle cases, right? You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that, I bet they don't have their laptop in there and it's not a business meeting that they're going to. So, what can you do when you're traveling to kind of up armor your security for your hotel security? Because look, do hotels have cameras? Yep. Do hotels have actual security? Some of them do. I mean, if you're staying in, a Hilton, a Marriott, a Red Roof Inn, whatever the case, Motel 6, most of them do not have actual on-premise security. They just have a bunch of cameras that record everything, and then they call the cops when stuff happens. The first thing that you need to do, and what happened with these guys is, some of the guys who got broken into had firearms stolen. They had high-ticket items like laptops, tablets, whatnot stolen. Well, for one, it's easy to target certain demographics when you go up to a car and they have a whole bunch of gun stickers all over the place, right? They have the "Don't Tread on Me" stickers on their window, Glock stickers on their window, SIG stickers. Fill in the blank with whatever sticker with Pro 2A that you want. I mean, look, somebody's going to break into a car and try to get items. More than likely, vehicles that have those types of stickers on probably have a truck gun or car gun, whatever you want to call it, in their vehicle. So they're going to break into one. They're going to go there because we all know criminals don't legally obtain their firearms. That's why they're criminals. They get them off the street. And that's how these firearms end up in the wrong hands, because people don't secure them properly. So, first off, if you got all these stickers on your car, on your vehicle, please take them off. It's stupid. It's the same thing with these people who put those family stickers on where it has like mom and dad and dog and then all the kids. And then you got the morons who even put their names underneath it. That's just saying, hey, I'm going to watch you. I'm going to find out where you go. And then, because I know you have all these kids and their names because you put it on the back of your car, you dumbass, I'm going to go steal your kid. It's the same thing with the hotel. What do people do at hotels? They go to the pool, they go to the lobby, they get their coffee, they have breakfast in the morning. Well, if someone is casing you and they have your whole family's information because you made it public on your freaking car, what do you think is going to happen? You're now a target, and you just made that entire process easier for a criminal. So, hotel security tip number 1, don't do stupid shit. Don't put stupid stuff on your car. That's the first thing that they're going to see when they're walking by. Second, lock your door. It seems so simple, but yet you have people who don't lock their house and then they so-called get broken into. Listen, nobody broke into your house. They just walked in because you didn't lock it. Same thing with your vehicle. Oh, somebody broke into my car. No, you didn't lock your car. They just opened your door. I'm not saying that either of those cases are legal or correct or morally right, but the fact of the matter is you didn't do something which caused you to be a so-called victim. It's hard to feel bad for people who are asking for help, but they can't help themselves by doing the simplest tasks. So, when you get in your hotel room, lock your door, deadbolt it, put the little swingy latch over. If your door has one, put a do not disturb on the door so that housekeeping will leave you alone. And that way, if you know somebody's knocking at your door, somebody's not listening to your wishes, which means there is a higher probability that they're there to do you harm. If you look through the peephole and it is covered up, nothing good happens when peepholes are covered up, especially if you are traveling alone. Let's face it, if a peephole is covered up and it's just you or just your family and everybody is in your room and you look through that peephole and you don't see anything because it's covered up, do not open the door. Get on the phone with the lobby and say, hey, somebody's knocking on my door. They covered up the peephole. I need somebody to come investigate this and figure out what's going on. Let them handle it. Or, as I like to say, outsource your violence. If I don't have to open that door and meet conflict, I will outsource that to someone else. Second, there are a whole bunch of things that you can use for hotel security. One of them are door wedges or the extra door locks that you put in the door mechanism and it locks extra from the inside so people can't open it. I would highly recommend, if you're traveling, find something that's small that you can throw in a suitcase and make sure you have it. I believe one of the products is called Adalock that I have, ADDALOCK. I know you can buy them online. That's where I got mine. If I remember, I'll put a link down in the description for you to check that out. But I love that. It adds extra security. If I'm going on vacation with my family, we go to an Airbnb or wherever the case may be. Very rarely are we staying in a hotel for vacation. We usually try to stay in some type of home or apartment, whatever the case may be. But I always have the Adalock with me. In addition, I have, it's not really a door wedge. I guess you could call it a door wedge. But it's a sensor that when the door is opened, it gives off a loud, audible noise that can be heard everywhere. So I put that on all the doors. So if I'm staying in a like a Airbnb, I will make sure I understand the floor plan of the house before I even leave my house to go there. I want to know where the entrances are, exits are. Is there any other way to get in? You know, I'm assuming the windows lock. Are there extra security on the windows? If there are 2 doors to get into the house, I will take 2 means of securing those doors. And at night, when we sleep, those will go in as a security measure. Same thing can be done with a hotel. Personally, I do not like those little doors that connect 2 rooms next to each other. I hate that shit. I get it. If you have a family and you book 2 rooms, that's fine. But I do not want somebody to be able to access my room. All they have to do is open up their door to meet my door. And if you think that door is secure, you are wrong. I can pick that lock in no time at all. It's not difficult. Anybody with even beginner level skills of lock picking will be able to get into those doors. And guess what? They have access to you, your family, your valuables, your possessions. I don't like it. I hate it. And I will put one of those locks on that door in the hotel for hotel security. I will also put one of the door wedges that I was talking about that has the audible noise that when triggered, it goes off. I will put one of those on that door as well to ensure nobody's coming from another room who cased me, figured out where I am, booked the room next to me because they saw stuff in the case of the guys who got their stuff stolen. I mean, look, if you see a bunch of dudes with Pelican cases, all you gotta do is follow them in, act like you're going on the same floor, figure out what room they're in, and be like, hey, I need a room. My buddies are up there. They're in room 231. Can I get 232 right next to them so that we don't have to walk far? Guess what? The people at the hotel, they're not gonna think twice about it, okay? They're not gonna be like, oh, well, what are their names? What are they here for? They're not going to ask those probing questions. So they're going to give them the room next to you. And if you leave your firearms there in your hotel room thinking that they're safe, and you go out to dinner and you come back, well, your stuff might be gone. Then you have a even bigger problem on your hands. Also, be aware of your surroundings. If something looks off, if somebody is just kind of moseying around on the floor without any sort of direct action that they're going to their room, they know what they're doing, just keep that in the back of your mind. Remember what they look like. Remember what they're wearing. Are there more people with them? Also, hotel security. I'm not saying that there's ever going to be a fire at the hotel, but know your way out. Every hotel has stuff on the walls that says where fire emergency exits are. So you know, elevator's probably gonna be down, you gotta take stairs. You gotta know where those stairs are. So look at it. Some even have this on the back of the door of each hotel room. Make sure you know how to get out in case of an emergency. But I mean, look, you are your own first responder. Nobody's coming to save you, especially at a hotel, okay? If something goes down at a hotel and they have hundreds of people there, you are not the first priority, right? So if you're there with your family, you sure as hell better be willing and able to protect yourself and your family if something were ever to happen. So with that being said, I've already gone over the 10 minutes that I said I was going to do. I tend to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole on these, and then they stretch out longer than I wanted them to. So I'm going to end it here. I'm walking up the hill. As soon as I get to the top of the hill, I want to start jogging for the rest of my morning cardio. But if I remember, I'm going to put add a lock down in the description. I'll also put the audible door wedges that I mentioned. Again, if I remember, I'll put them down there as well. In addition, I wrote a whole article on this that goes more in depth and even has some examples of products that I use, recommend, things to consider for hotel security. I'll also link, I think I have an article on door wedges. So there's going to be a whole bunch of links down in the comments. Feel free to check them out. They'll provide some more value on this topic. But again, hotel security. You're on your own, man. Or woman. Whatever you identify as these days. I guess I have to now be careful what I say, because Apparently, people don't know what they are. But, that being said, I'm almost at the top of this hill. I'm already dragging. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Get your workouts in. Do something today that supports and optimizes your health. Even better, get your whole family involved. Get your spouse, your kids, get them out. Take a family walk. Get some fresh air. Get some vitamin D. Man, look at that sun. I dig it. And it's only in the low 60s right now. So I'm not sweating my balls off, which is always a good thing. That being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, whenever you're watching this. And hope to catch you guys on the next video. See ya.